This book explores the idea that the subconscious mind plays a powerful role in shaping our thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors, and that by harnessing the power of our subconscious, we can achieve our goals and improve our lives. One of the key messages of the book is that our thoughts have a direct impact on our lives. If we think positively and focus on our goals, we are more likely to achieve them. On the other hand, if we allow negative thoughts and beliefs to take hold, they can hold us back from achieving our full potential. The book provides a range of techniques for harnessing the power of the subconscious mind, including visualization, affirmations, and meditation. By using these techniques, we can reprogram our subconscious mind to think positively and focus on our goals, which in turn can help us to achieve success in all areas of our lives. Overall, The Power of Subconscious Mind is a powerful and insightful book that can help readers to unlock the full potential of their minds and achieve their goals. Whether you're looking to improve your relationships, health, finances, or career, this book provides practical advice and techniques that can help you to succeed. So let's start. Chapter 1. The master secret of the ages is the power of the subconscious mind, which has the potential to bring wealth, health, happiness, and joy into one's life. This secret lies within each individual and can be accessed and used to bring about positive change. The infinite intelligence within one's subconscious mind can impart knowledge, provide solutions to problems, and reveal new ideas and inventions. It is important to recognize that the subconscious mind is principle and works according to the law of belief. This means that what one believes and impresses upon their subconscious mind will be expressed in their life as conditions, experiences, and events. By understanding the principles of the subconscious mind and how it works, one can learn to use it effectively to achieve their goals and dreams. One of the keys to accessing the power of the subconscious mind is to have a working basis or foundation of knowledge. Just as in the field of chemistry, where certain principles govern the behavior of atoms and molecules, there are principles that govern the operation of the subconscious mind. By gaining knowledge of these principles and applying them for specific purposes and goals, one can practice the powers of the subconscious mind with certainty of results. Another important principle of the subconscious mind is that it is always working, whether one is aware of it or not. Therefore, it is crucial to be mindful of one's thoughts and beliefs, as these are constantly being impressed upon the subconscious mind and will eventually manifest in one's life. By being aware of one's thoughts and beliefs, one can actively choose to impress positive and empowering ideas onto their subconscious mind, thereby creating a more positive and fulfilling life experience. There are many ways to access and use the power of the subconscious mind, including affirmations, visualization, and meditation. Affirmations are positive statements that one repeats to themselves to imprint a desired idea onto their subconscious mind. Visualization involves creating mental images of one's desired outcomes, which helps to activate the subconscious mind and attract those outcomes into one's life. Meditation is a practice of quieting the mind and focusing one's attention inward. By looking within, accessing and releasing the power of the subconscious mind, one can solve problems, achieve goals, and even heal oneself. It is important to use affirmative language and believe in oneself, rather than focusing on limitations. Our thoughts have a powerful influence on our lives and can determine our destiny. By changing our thoughts, we can change our beliefs and ultimately shape our reality. Chapter 2. Understanding how your mind works. Your mind is one of the most powerful tools you possess, and understanding how it works can be the key to unlocking your potential. Your mind consists of two levels, the conscious and the subconscious. The conscious mind is where you think and make decisions, while the subconscious mind is where your emotions reside and where creative ideas come from. The subconscious mind is the seat of your emotions and is the creative mind. It is responsible for executing ideas and creating according to the nature of your thoughts. The subconscious mind is like the soil in which the seeds of your thoughts are planted. Whatever thoughts you habitually think, good or bad, will sink down into your subconscious mind and be accepted as true. The subconscious mind works for good and bad ideas alike, and it is the cause of failure, frustration, and unhappiness when applied in a negative way. However, when your habitual thinking is harmonious and constructive, you experience perfect health, success, and prosperity. This is because peace of mind and a healthy body are inevitable when you begin to think and feel in the right way. The law of your mind is that you will get a reaction or response from your subconscious mind according to the nature of the thought or idea you hold in your conscious mind. Once the subconscious mind accepts an idea, it begins to execute it. It works by association of ideas and uses every bit of knowledge that you have gathered in your lifetime to bring about its purpose. It draws on the infinite power, energy, and wisdom within you, and it lines up all the laws of nature to get its way. It is important to note that your conscious and subconscious minds are not two separate minds, but two spheres of activity within one mind. Your conscious mind is the reasoning mind and is responsible for making decisions. On the other hand, your subconscious mind is responsible for the automatic processes in your body, such as digestion, circulation, and breathing, which do not require conscious control. Your subconscious mind does not reason things out like your conscious mind does, and it does not argue with you controversially. It accepts what is impressed upon it or what you consciously believe. Your subconscious mind is like the soil, which accepts any kind of seed, good or bad. Negative, destructive thoughts continue to work negatively in your subconscious mind and, in due time, will come forth into outer experience which corresponds with them. Experiments by psychologists have shown that the subconscious mind is incapable of making selections and comparisons, which are necessary for a reasoning process. They have shown repeatedly that your subconscious mind will accept any suggestions, however false. Having once accepted any suggestion, it responds according to the nature of the suggestion given. To illustrate the amenability of your subconscious mind to suggestion, if a practiced hypnotist suggests to one of his subjects that he is Napoleon Bonaparte, or even a cat or a dog, he will act out the part with inimitable accuracy. His personality becomes changed for the time being. He believes himself to be whatever the operator tells him he is. A skilled hypnotist may suggest to one of his students in the hypnotic state that his back itches, to another that his nose is bleeding, to another that he is a marble statue, to another that he is freezing and the temperature is below zero. Each one will follow out the line of his particular suggestion, totally oblivious to all his surroundings, which do not pertain to his idea. Your conscious mind is sometimes referred to as your objective mind because it deals with outward objects. The objective mind takes cognizance of the objective world. Its media are your five physical senses. Your subconscious mind is sometimes referred to as your subjective mind because it deals with internal processes such as emotions, imagination, and intuition. Its media are subjective impressions such as the words. Chapter 3. The miracle working power of your subconscious. The power of the human subconscious is enormous. It is responsible for controlling all the vital processes of the body, including digestion, assimilation, and elimination. In addition, the subconscious is the source of one's ideals, aspirations, and altruistic urges. It can reveal to you names, facts, and scenes from the storehouse of memory. This presentation will delve deeper into the miracle working power of your subconscious and how you can tap into its potential. The power of the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind never sleeps and is always on the job. It controls the vital processes of the body and knows the answer to all problems. You can discover the miracle working power of your subconscious by plainly stating to your subconscious prior to sleep that you wish a certain specific thing accomplished. Forces within you will be released, leading to the desired result. This source of power and wisdom places you in touch with omnipotence, or the power that moves the world, guides the planets in their course, and causes the sun to shine. The subconscious mind and creativity. The subconscious mind is the source of one's creativity. Many artists, writers, and musicians have tapped into the power of their subconscious mind to create great works of art. For instance, it was through the subconscious mind that Shakespeare perceived great truths hidden from the average man of his day. The response of his subconscious mind caused the Greek sculptor, Phidias, to portray beauty, order, symmetry, and proportion in marble and bronze. It enabled the Italian artist, Raphael, to paint Madonnas, and Ludwig van Beethoven to compose symphonies. The miraculous wonders of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind has the capacity for extrasensory perceptions, such as its capacity for clairvoyance and clairaudience. It is independent of time and space, rendering you free from all pain and suffering. It also has the capacity to get the answer to all problems, be they what they may. All these and many more reveal to you that there is a power and intelligence within you that far transcends your intellect, causing you to marvel at the wonders of it all. Dr. James Isdale's discovery of the miraculous power of the subconscious mind. Dr. James Isdale, a Scottish surgeon, discovered the miraculous wonder-working powers of the subconscious mind over 120 years ago. He worked in Bengal before ether or other modern methods of anesthesia were discovered. Between 1843 and 1846, Dr. Isdale performed about 400 major operations of all kinds, such as amputations, removal of tumors and cancerous growths, as well as operations on the eye, ear, and throat. All operations were conducted under mental anesthesia only. Patients felt no pain, and there were no deaths during the operations. Dr. Isdale suggested to the subconscious minds of all his patients, who were in a hypnotic state, that no infection or septic condition would develop. The reason for the low mortality rate and the general absence of infection was undoubtedly due to the suggestions of Dr. Isdale to the subconscious minds of his patients. Your subconscious is your book of life. Whatever thoughts, beliefs, opinions, theories, or dogmas you write, engrave, or impress on your subconscious mind, you shall experience them as the objective manifestation of circumstances, conditions, and events. What you write on the inside, you will experience on the outside. You have two sides to your life, objective and subjective, visible and invisible, thought and its manifestation. Your brain receives your thought, which is the organ of your conscious reasoning mind. When your conscious or objective mind accepts the thought completely, it is sent to. Chapter 4. Mental Healing in Ancient Times. Introduction. Mental healing, the ability to restore normal bodily functions and sensations, has been a belief of men for centuries. In ancient times, priests and holy men were thought to have the power to heal the sick through various ceremonies and processes. These processes included the laying on of hands, the use of drugs, incantations, and the application of amulets, talismans, rings, relics, and images. The subconscious mind was believed to be the healer in all these processes. The following presentation will explore mental healing in ancient times, its history, and the techniques used by priests and holy men. Healing in antiquity. The use of hypnotic suggestions and the administration of drugs were common in antiquity to induce healing. In the early religions of antiquity, priests in ancient temples gave drugs to patients and practiced hypnotic suggestions before they slept. The priests would tell the patients that the gods would visit them in their sleep and heal them. This method proved effective, and many healings were reported. It is obvious that these strange procedures favored suggestion and acceptance by the subconscious mind of the people by making a powerful appeal to their imagination. Actually, in all these healings, the subconscious mind of the subject was the healer. The goddess Hecate, in the religion of Hecate, after the performance of certain mysterious rites, the devotees would see the goddess during sleep. They had to mix lizards with resin, frankincense, and myrrh and pound all this together in the open air under the crescent moon. Healings were reported in many cases following this grotesque procedure. It is clear that the subconscious mind of the patients was responsible for these healings. The power of belief. In all ages, unofficial healers have obtained remarkable results in cases where authorized medical skill has failed. This gives cause for thought. How do these healers affect their cures? The answer is due to the blind belief of the sick person, which releases the healing power resident in his subconscious mind. Many of the remedies and methods employed were rather strange and fantastic. Chapter 4. Practical Techniques in Mental Healing. The practical techniques for mental healing are rooted in the idea that the mind has a technique for governing, controlling, and directing one's life. Prayer is one such technique that can be used to accomplish one's desires. There are various approaches and methods to prayer, but one technique that can be used to impregnate the subconscious mind is the passing over technique. This involves inducing the subconscious mind to take over a conscious request while in a reverie-like state. The subconscious mind can then accept one's blueprint for happiness and abundance. The mental blueprint represents the thoughts, beliefs, and mental imagery that one harbors in the mind. By dwelling on positive thoughts and ideas, the subconscious mind will accept the new blueprint and bring about positive changes in one's life. The science and art of true prayer involve the coordination, arrangement, and systematization of knowledge about the fundamental principles of life and the techniques and processes by which they can be demonstrated in one's life. By asking, seeking, and knocking, one can receive that for which they ask, implying the definiteness of mental and spiritual laws. There are 3 techniques which we can use. 1. The sleeping technique. This technique is used to get rid of a destructive habit. The practitioner assumes a comfortable posture, relaxes their body, and enters a sleepy state. Then, they repeat the affirmation, "I am completely free from this habit." Harmony and peace of mind reign supreme slowly, quietly, and lovingly for 5 to 10 minutes every night and morning. With each repetition, the emotional value of the affirmation increases, and the subconscious mind is induced to accept the idea. 2. The thank you technique. This technique involves expressing gratitude and thanksgiving to the universe for blessings that have not yet materialized. By repeatedly saying "Thank you, Father," the practitioner lifts their mind and heart to the point of acceptance, and fear, thoughts of lack, poverty, and distress are neutralized. With regular practice, the practitioner's mind is reconditioned to the idea of wealth, health, or success as desired. 3. The Bodwin formula. This technique involves condensing the idea, which is to be the object of suggestion, into a brief phrase that can be readily graven on the memory, and then repeating it over and over again as a lullaby. For instance, the phrase "It is finished in divine order" can be used to overcome a persistent problem or challenge. By repeating this phrase in a drowsy state, the subconscious mind is impressed with the idea that infinite intelligence operating through the laws of harmony. Chapter 5. How to get the results you want. It suggests that the primary reasons for failure are a lack of confidence and too much effort. To overcome failure, individuals must understand how their minds work and gain confidence in their abilities. When the subconscious mind accepts an idea, it immediately begins to execute it using all its mental and spiritual resources, so it's essential to use it positively. One should focus on positive, constructive, and loving thoughts, as negative thoughts may bring trouble, failure, and confusion. To achieve the desired results, one must have a clear-cut idea in their mind and make a definite decision that there is a solution to the problem. Imagining the end and freedom state, cutting out all red tape from the process, and using disciplined or scientific imagination are some ways to get a response from the subconscious mind. The passage emphasizes that one must sustain the mood of belief or living in the state of being that they desire. Finally, it warns against using mental coercion or getting in the way of the subconscious mind's process, which may lead to the opposite of what one desires. Chapter 6: The Right to be Rich and the Power of the Subconscious Mind in Achieving Wealth. The author argues that everyone has the right to be rich and should have all the money they need to lead a full, happy, and prosperous life. Money is a symbol of exchange and a medium of economic health. To walk the royal road to riches, one needs to understand the powers of their subconscious mind and convey the idea of wealth to it. One of the reasons people do not have more money is that they condemn it or have a sneaky subconscious feeling that there is some virtue in poverty. The author argues that poverty is a mental disease and there is no virtue in it. It is important not to criticize money and cleanse one's mind of all superstitious beliefs about it. Money is not evil or filthy, and by learning the laws of the subconscious mind, one can have $1 million or many millions and still have peace of mind, harmony, perfect health, and perfect expression. Chapter 7: Your Subconscious Mind as a Partner in Success. The author of the article highlights that success is not just about achieving material wealth, but rather experiencing peace, joy, and happiness in life. The article presents 3 steps to success, which includes finding one's true passion, specializing in a particular field, and making sure that the work one does benefits humanity. The first step to success is to find out what an individual loves to do and then do it. It is important to note that loving one's work is an essential factor in achieving success. The article emphasizes the need for constant learning and growth in one's chosen field. The author suggests that if an individual is unsure about what they should do, they can pray for guidance and wait for an answer that will come as a feeling, a hunch, or a tendency in a certain direction. The answer will come clearly and in peace as an inner silent awareness. The second step to success is to specialize in a particular field and have more knowledge than anyone else. It is important to become enthusiastic about one's work and desire to serve the world. The author emphasizes the need to be great in one's chosen field by becoming the servant of others. The third and most important step is to ensure that the work an individual does not only benefit them but also humanity. The author emphasizes that the work should be altruistic and not selfish. When an individual's work benefits humanity, it creates a complete circuit, and the blessings will return to the individual in abundance. The article highlights that true success is not just about material wealth, but also peace of mind. The author uses the example of a man who made a fortune by selling fraudulent oil stock. Although he seemed successful for a while, his money eventually took wings and flew away. The article emphasizes that true success is dependent on having peace of mind, and there is no success without it. Chapter 8. Sing your subconscious mind to remove fear. Fear is one of the most common human emotions, and it can be crippling if not dealt with effectively. It can lead to failure, poor health, and negative relationships. Fear is essentially a thought in our minds, and we often fear our own thoughts. The good news is that we can use our subconscious minds to remove fear and become more confident, calm, and poised in any situation. The subconscious mind is highly responsive to suggestion and can be controlled by our conscious thoughts. When we relax and still our minds, our positive thoughts sink into our subconscious minds and grow after their kind. This leads to a more peaceful and calm state of mind. We can use this process to overcome fear by repeating positive affirmations and suggestions to ourselves over and over again. For example, if someone is afraid of public speaking, they can sit down for a few minutes every day and repeat to themselves, "I am going to master this fear. I am overcoming it now. I speak with poise and confidence. I am relaxed and at ease." By doing so, they are sending positive thoughts to their subconscious mind, which will respond accordingly. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Do the thing you are afraid to do, and the death of fear is certain." This is a powerful statement because it is true. When we affirm positively that we are going to master our fears and take action towards that goal, we release the power of our subconscious minds, which will respond in kind. A young lady who suffered from stage fright used a similar technique to overcome her fear. She isolated herself in a quiet room, relaxed her body, and closed her eyes. She then repeated positive affirmations to herself, such as "I sing beautifully. I am poised, serene, confident, and calm." By doing so, she was counteracting the fear suggestion with its converse. After doing this for a week, she felt completely poised and confident, and gave a definitely outstanding audition. Fear of failure is another common fear that many people experience. This fear can lead to temporary amnesia during exams, and it can cause us to doubt our abilities and potential. One young medical student who was the most brilliant person in his class found himself failing to answer simple questions at the time of written or oral exams. He was worried and fearful for several days prior to the examination, which negatively affected his performance. The final chapter, Staying Young in Spirit, is an age-old pursuit that continues to elude many. The idea of aging, especially in Western cultures, is often associated with decline and weakness, leading many people to fear the process. However, maintaining a youthful spirit is essential to living a fulfilling life, regardless of age. The subconscious mind is timeless, ageless, and endless, which means it never grows old. In this article, we'll explore ways to stay young in spirit forever. Understanding the power of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is a part of the universal mind of God, which was never born, and it will never die. Unlike the conscious mind, which is limited in its abilities, the subconscious mind has access to infinite wisdom and knowledge. It is a vast reservoir of creativity, inspiration, and potential. To tap into the power of the subconscious mind, we need to cultivate spiritual qualities such as patience, kindness, veracity, humility, goodwill, peace, harmony, and brotherly love. These attributes never grow old and can keep us young in spirit. The harmful effects of fear. Medical professionals at the DeCourcy Clinic in Cincinnati, Ohio, have reported that fear of time, not time itself, can cause degenerative disorders. Neurotic fear of the effects of time may even be the cause of premature aging. Therefore, it's essential to avoid fearful thinking and instead focus on cultivating positive qualities that nourish the spirit. Examples of aging gracefully. Throughout history, there have been many famous individuals who continued their productive activities well beyond the normal span of life. Their greatness often came in old age, proving that old age of itself does not destroy the creative powers of the mind and body. Additionally, many people of no prominence have continued to thrive in their later years, belonging to those hardy mortals who prove that age does not need to hinder creativity. The importance of mindset. One of the most significant factors in maintaining a youthful spirit is mindset. If we hold negative beliefs about aging, we are likely to experience the physical and mental decline associated with old age. For example, if we believe that we are good for nothing as we age, we may become physically weak, sense frustration, and deteriorate, almost approaching lifelessness. This type of mental attitude is the primary reason for physical and emotional deterioration as we age. We need to believe in ourselves, welcome change, and embrace life at every age. Age is not the end. Many people are afraid of old age and associate it with the end of life. However, age is not the end. It's the dawn of wisdom, an awareness of the tremendous spiritual powers in our subconscious minds and the knowledge of how to apply these powers to lead a full and happy life.